from a president collapsing on stage
and reducing inequality by 2030.
to the time politicians fought on live television. Here are the most embarrassing moments of politicians and presidents caught on camera, starting with the hilarious moment Joe Biden was captured giving a handshake to thin air.
Just a few years ago, as you all know, that wouldn't have been the case. It would have built a factory overseas. God bless you all.
Even more embarrassing is the time South African President Cyril Ramaphosa was attacked by his own country's flag while he was giving a speech.
That was quick.
Sorry.
But a falling flag doesn't come close to this next moment. In what many call one of the most embarrassing moments in political history, South Sudan's president wasn't feeling too good on this particular day. He's never living this one down. Next up, we have that time former Zimbabwe President Robert Mugabe was sent tumbling down during one of his presidential appearances. That fall was embarrassing. But it's nothing compared to the moment a heavy-set politician crashed to the ground during a live interview after his chair gave way under his weight.
Is that a place and a point for them to raise that, or is it a done deal by the time Trevor Manuel...
It's actually an opportunity for members of parliament to actually digest and go through the documentation that is going to be...
The chair actually gave him a little warning, creaking and shifting under his weight, but he just didn't listen.
To the public, and the opportunity for proper engagement is actually after the tabling of the...
Speaking of politicians falling, one unforgettable moment came in Nigeria when a group of lawmakers crashed down in the most laughable fashion after the stage beneath them gave way under their combined weight. Now that's one hell of a way to end a speech. These politicians turned a debate into a boxing match on live TV during an interview. Take a look at the embarrassing moment where Canadian PM Justin Trudeau got snubbed by the Brazilian president.
Please look in the direction of the photographer in front of the flags. Dear sitting near Carter Sabe, please look to the back in the direction of the photographers in front of the flags.
Next is the funny moment this South African vice president collapsed on stage.
And reducing inequality by 2030.
During his visit to Angola, US President Joe Biden made everything really awkward. Even more hilarious is the time Biden left the Brazilian president feeling annoyed after he cluelessly left him on stage. French President Emmanuel Macron had no idea what he was running into.
Allez, allez, venez là, un petit coup. Oula,
Just when he thought he was meeting loving citizens, the president got slapped across the face.
Ils sont cons, quoi. Oh, non, mais n'importe quoi. N'importe quoi. Ah, c'est une honte, oui. Oh, mais ils sont marteaux. Venez là, nous on veut pas du mal. On veut pas du mal. Monsieur Macron, une photo si on veut pas du mal.
In an even worse case for Macron, here is the moment he was captured getting slapped by his wife. Next up, we have the hilarious moment Cyril Ramaphosa got caught in a little tangle with his mask. But that's nowhere near the level of this next clip, where an ex-Kenyan president was forced by his wife to make an announcement.
Welcome to this press conference. This is my wife, Lucy, and I want to state something that I've wanted you to hold dear and
He may be the president, but she is definitely the real boss.
you know, and I know, and everybody else knows that I'm married and I have only one wife. And everyone in Kenya knows it. But the media keeps repeating about
He made sure to let everyone know who his wife is and how many they are.
another wife or wives. I want to make it very clear that I have only one dear wife, Lucy, who's here, and I do not have any other.
Even more hilarious is that time a Ugandan president wanted to show everyone how fit he was by kicking a ball, but ended up showing everyone the exact opposite. He will probably think twice before doing any more tricks like that. Up next is a truly hilarious moment involving a Korean politician who ended up embarrassing himself in the middle of what was supposed to be a powerful revolutionary speech. His serious delivery quickly turned into comedy gold, leaving the audience shocked, amused, and unable to hold back their laughter. He probably won't be smiling at his next dentist appointment after that. Speaking of smiles, this next politician removed every trace of it from his opponent with his hilarious mockery.
Very much, Chairperson. You see, some of us don't know English properly.
Can
and
you,
then
Honorable
we
Matisa,
can only come and say
Honorable Matisa,
hong, 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 like that.
Honorable
member.
Matisa,
Yes.
Hong, hong, hong.
Honorable Matisa,
Hong, hong.
Honorable Matisa.
That's the only thing that she knows.
Honorable Matisa.
Let's not forget the time Jacob Zuma got caught up trying to pronounce one word.
Verse 1. In the beginning, in the beginning, yeah, in the
It's like he felt if he tried a little more, he would get it right.
beginning, yeah, in the beginning, in the beginning, in the beginning.
Trudeau thought he was meeting a fan, only to end up being called a communist. How embarrassing.
Where's that fucking piece of shit? You communist! You piece of shit!
Back to another classic Joe Biden moment, this one from a military graduation ceremony that turned unforgettable. While delivering his remarks, Biden suddenly lost his balance and crash-landed on stage, stunning the crowd. The Secret Service were probably overworked when they had to look after Biden. The old guy was a problem. In another hilarious Joe Biden moment, take a look at the trouble he went through trying to get on Air Force One. Still on US politicians, we have that time a senator's husband left Kamala Harris publicly embarrassed. Turns out the staunch Republican would rather appear rude than shake Kamala. Too bad for her. If you thought you have seen it all, check out the crazy moment a fight broke out in the Taiwanese parliament. And it gets really bad. This president got really tickled after a journalist embarrassed him with a very controversial question.
Lady, my name is Leila. I correspond for Deutsche Welle Kiswahili service. First question. The gay community in Uganda is requesting to have a meeting with you. Would you give them an ear? The homosexuals in Uganda, they are requesting to have audience with you. Yeah. So they say, no, hold on. No, they say their side of the story has not been heard and they would kindly beg to meet you. So
let's not forget the time Donald Trump stumbled while walking one time at the villa. Next up, at this moment, Chinese President Xi Jinping completely embarrassed Canadian leader Justin Trudeau on the world stage. Xi bluntly called him out for leaking details of their private conversation to the media, essentially exposing him as a snitch.
If everything we discuss is then leaked to the paper, that's not appropriate. And that's not how the way the conversation was conducted.
The tense exchange left Trudeau visibly uncomfortable, turning a diplomatic meeting into an awkward viral spectacle.
If there is sincerity on your part,
free and open.
You can tell just how dismissive Xi was of the make-believe leader.
Free and open and frank dialogue, and that is what we will continue to have. We will continue to look to work constructively together, but there will be things we will disagree on, and we will have
let's create the conditions.
Just when you thought you have seen it all, here is the moment a Japanese leader was probed for spending over $30,000 of government money on 195 trips, only to break down in tears on live TV. He somehow thought his hilarious tears would vindicate him. Yeah, nice try.
県議会議事務所は野々村議員の一連の行動に違法性はないとしていますが、今後議会の手引きについて見直していく方針です。
Have you ever seen a president completely crash out? This wild moment shows the South African leader losing it on everyone in the room.
Speaker, I don't know whether members want to play politics. Firstly, people every day say something about President Zuma in this country. Should I stand every day, tag everybody to court? You say a lot of things about me. Should I do so?
Just when it seemed like he couldn't possibly have more to throw out, here comes another explosive moment.
He's answering you, Honorable Malema. This is Honorable Malema. It's not your turn. Honorable Malema. Point of order. Honorable Malema.
Speaks here. This is our house.
No, Honorable Malema, you have asked your question.
You can take action against me. You can take action against me.
What should have been order turned into a dramatic display of raw emotion.
I don't take actions against people like yourself, generally.
Here's that unforgettable moment when a Nigerian presidential aspirant was caught on camera with urine stains on his clothes during a campaign meeting. Speaking of Nigerian politicians, here's the awkward moment two of them were caught on camera showing off their dance moves. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but those politicians definitely had some classless moves up their sleeves. Next, we have a very awkward moment between President Trump and a North Korean general. Check out that time UK opposition leader Kemi Badenoch completely humiliated herself.
Suggested to the Prime Minister that he cut the aid budget, and I'm pleased that he accepted my advice.
I'm going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend I didn't even see her proposal. I think she's appointed herself, saviour of the Western civilization.
This South African parliamentary session quickly descended into pure chaos when Julius Malema and his EFF members launched heated personal attacks against the speaker.
Peacefully ask you to please leave the chamber.
Yes, I'm going to do exactly that. All I'm saying is that you are so prepared to chase people who violate the rules and keep a man who violate the Constitution.
Honorable Malema.
You are prepared to chase out.
The confrontation disrupted proceedings entirely, showcasing the deep political tensions in the chamber.
Chase out
Honorable
people
Malema,
who are protecting the Constitution
please
in the name of the rules.
Leave the
if there is anyone who must leave,
Honorable
it's this
Malema,
one.
leave.
The chaos only escalated as the insults and call-outs grew harsher. Julius Malema and his EFF members intensified their verbal attacks, directly targeting the speaker with sharp jabs.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm elected here.
We will assist you to go.
Wait.
We will assist you to go.
Wait.
Because one thing
we would like you to assist us.
That's exactly what made you not to be a candidate of the Women's League. Exactly that. Your conduct has failed you to be a candidate for president because you are irrational.
At this point, the chamber looked less like a parliament and more like a rowdy boys' camp. Julius Malema and his EFF allies shouted over the speaker, trading insults and disrupting order.
After that, they dumped you because of this conduct. Exactly this conduct. How do you chase us for breaking the rules and you are not chasing a man who has broken his oath of office, his constitution? We are abused by Zuma.
We are not going to allow
you.
South African Minister Phemi Majadina hilariously struggled to pronounce the word conscientiously. Her repeated attempts left the audience chuckling.
Secret matter entrusted to me and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously, okay, and the best of my ability. Conscientiously.
Everyone couldn't hold back their laughter as each failed attempt made the room erupt louder, turning a formal address into a comedy scene.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. Conscientiously.
Conscientiously.
Yes.
This time in the South African Parliament, it wasn't just chaos of words, it erupted into a full-blown royal rumble. Lawmakers abandoned debate for fists, shoves, and physical clashes that shocked the nation.
Honorable Malema, you are the one who's not prepared to go. I hope this gentleman will
You can kill me, it's fine, kill me. Just kill me, there's no problem.
At this point, no one really knows who started the fight. What began as heated shouting suddenly turned physical, and within seconds, the entire South African Parliament was in disarray. It would take nothing short of a miracle to come out of this madness without a scratch.
We see honorable members using their heads to harm others.
If that was intense, take a look at the shocking moment the Indian Parliament was attacked by a madman. Chaos erupted instantly as the intruders stormed in, sending lawmakers scrambling for safety. Take a look at this hilarious Vladimir Putin moment. Let's not forget the bizarre moment when a minister carelessly suggested importing pork to Muslim-majority Indonesia, a nation where such an idea is not only insensitive, but outright shocking.
5,5 миллионов тонн в год производят свинины, из них почти 3 миллиона на экспорт во все страны. И прежде всего Китай, Индонезия, части Япония, Корея и так далее. Поэтому, конечно, нам ни в коем случае нельзя останавливаться и по свинине. Нам нужно наращивать объемы.
The awkward proposal instantly drew gasps and disbelief, while Vladimir Putin, present during the exchange, couldn't help but be visibly amused at the minister's embarrassing blunder. I'm guessing someone lost their job that day.
Хорошо. Южная Корея. Рост производства – это результат увеличения. Какая разница?
Still on the Russian big guy, we have the moment Putin wanted to look cool for the camera.
Shirt off, fish in hand. Welcome to Vladimir Putin's summer break in Siberia. These state pictures designed to boost the president's popularity, the strongman image central to his sky-high ratings among Russian people. He found time for open water swimming in the freezing mountain lake.
For many, it would be a death wish to find this hilarious, but not for me.
Spearfishing. A Kremlin spokesman quoted as saying the president chased a particular pike for 2 hours before, of course, snaring it. His trips definitely have a recurring theme. In the past, we've seen him topless on a horse, rock climbing, even arm wrestling someone at a summer camp. On this latest vacation, though,
it's just hilarious how Obama thought he killed with the joke in this next clip.
I'm confident a farmer can contain a milk spill.
Speaking of deadly chaos, Nigerian parliamentarians came so close to catastrophe during a brawl in the next clip that it looked like they might kill each other. Lawmakers shoved, punched, and tumbled, ignoring security and safety. That's quite a sorry sight. You'd think they were fighting over the nation's future. But instead, they turned the chamber into a boxing ring, throwing punches and shoving one another. Still on Nigerian politicians, here's the bizarre moment one fainted after being probed over stolen funds.
A Nigerian official collapsed on Monday during a televised parliamentary hearing held as part of an investigation into allegations of mismanagement at an organization with a remit to foster economic development in the oil-rich Niger Delta region.
But the way he collapsed raised more questions than sympathy. Instead of a natural faint, his dramatic fall and exaggerated gestures looked more like a staged performance than a medical emergency.
Daniel Pondei, who is the acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), was taken to hospital after slumping forward in his chair during...
Something just seems off, if you ask me.
NDDC was taken to hospital after slumping forward in his chair during the session in which he gave evidence to the panel. Lawmakers in the House of Representatives, the lower chamber of parliament, are investigating alleged corruption around procurement at the NDDC, a government body, over 20 years. The probe was ordered by President Muhammadu Buhari.
South African politician Julius Malema really wanted to put up a show, but only ended up embarrassing himself. In this coming clip.
Would you read another set of names, please?
Mr. Malema, Julius Silo.
Who else remembered that time Joe Biden walked right into the Amazon jungle after giving a speech?
For our time and forever, for the benefit of all humanity. Thank you very, very much.
If that was hilarious, check out the moment this Haitian president soaked himself, all because he really needed to get a drink while giving a speech.
Respect. Le respect de sa dignité.
Whoever gave him that huge cup to drink from must be a very bad person. Don't miss out on the hilarious moments these Georgian politicians decided to fistfight on live television. It gets really worse.
I pull up best.
Just when it looked like Cyril Ramaphosa couldn't get any worse, here is the moment he advertised condoms at Parliament.
We used to use the old condoms, approached the Ministry of Health and said, these make noise. Could you have condoms that make less noise? So members, please help yourself. We've now got condoms, which we expect we can all use for maximum pleasure and protection. Thank you, Madam.
For maximum pleasure indeed. Take a moment to brace up for this hilarious moment where a Gabonese president wanted everyone to crash out over his house arrest.
Ondimba, President of Gabon,
And I'm to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world to tell them to make noise, For the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is...
He must probably be so shocked to realize that nobody cares.
He's in another place and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise.
Can someone tell me who had the brilliant idea to give the aging queen a sword taller than her as a cake knife?
As a health and safety.
I don't think this is going to work. With 2 hands.
There is a knife. What? There is a knife in my
I know there is. This is something that is more unusual. That's slicing through.
I just hope the supposed genius got fired.
This is all the Lord Lieutenant's idea.
This has to be one of the Indian Prime Minister's most embarrassing moments, as the German Chancellor appears to ignore him right on camera. Next up, we have the hilarious moment the Nigerian president fell while trying to climb up the stairs.
A synoptic look at the resume of the reviewing officer. The special guest of honor and reviewing officer for today's historic occasion, His Excellency President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, was born on 29 March.
Take a moment to prepare for this hilarious and annoying moment where the South Sudan president got into sporadic glitches while giving a speech.
Thank you very much.
And this guy wants to be president for life.
Your Excellency Samia Suluhu, President of the United Republic of Rwanda, of Tanzania. Your Excellency.
Justin Trudeau ignored a volunteer until the camera was put in front of him in an embarrassing display of how much he is despised.
How long you held up people picking up bags? I've been waiting in line down the road for 30 minutes while you've been here soaking up the race. Thank you. You know?
Excuse me.
You're not getting my vote. This is a free country. It's a free country, and I'm trying to speak to him, and he won't even acknowledge me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm sorry for your challenge.
It's not my challenge. I'm a volunteer trying to help someone save their home.
Sir, we've been filling sandbags.
Even with his trying to talk his way out of the mess, he didn't do much.
Pick up. While you're here, no one can pick up sand.
Sir. I'm sorry.
Well, why don't you make yourself aware?
We are going to.
You know, I was with a guy who was a staunch conservative,
and
he said if you'd actually do work, he'd change his vote and vote for you.
Sorry, sir.
That's sincerity.
I just spent half an hour. Can you listen to me, sir, now that I've listened to you?
Yeah, I'll listen.
Okay. I'm glad to be here with my kids. We just filled sandbags for 15 minutes,
you
which
held
isn't
people
enough.
up.
Sorry.
All
sir,
your RCMP and security.
Even Donald Trump, known for his confidence and larger-than-life persona, wasn't immune to a little public embarrassment. One particularly awkward moment came when he was boarding Air Force One and a piece of paper was spotted stuck to his shoe. While Trump strode up the steps as if nothing was wrong, the image of the US president trailing a rogue paper behind him became a viral moment. He handled that quite well, I guess. Next up, we have more chaos in the South African House of Parliament.
State that the president's answer is insufficient. The deputy president's answer is insufficient. As a result of that. and for the fact that the answer is insufficient. We cannot come to terms with the answer of this nature. When this house has been...
I wonder when the South African government will create the Department of Anger Management. They seem to really need that.
I remember, I actually...
And when is this chair going to be fixed?
I did not...
And this demonstrates the violence which was visited upon us.
Honorable member, please
to
take your seat now. You have demonstrated.
We have yet again another moment where Eastern European politicians were seen throwing blows during an interview. Things started off a little tense, but no one expected it to spiral out of control in a few seconds. Here is the embarrassing moment Macron feigned ignorance to a guard fainting right in front of him. Speaking of fainting, here is the moment a health minister fainted on his first day at work.
Hälso- och sjukvården.
If that was intense, here is that time the Burkina Faso president collapsed in front of everyone at a conference in Turkey. Have a look at these Lebanese politicians who nearly broke out into a fight at an interview.
ولكن أنا ما بصدقه.
لمين؟
لا بشار الأسد.
ما بتصدق بشار
لا ما
الأسد؟
بصدقه.
لك ليش أنت مينك لحتى ما تصدقه لرئيس الأسد؟
شرف حافظ على هدوء.
أنا محافظ على هدوءي بس عيب عليك تقول ما تصدق.
لا عيب عليك إنك تقول عيب.
لك عيب عليك تقول
لا عيب عليك إنك تقول
عيب عليك تقول.
Things got so heated that they just had to let violence take the wheel.
أنا صبي أنا صرميتي أشرف منك.
دكتور فايز دكتور لا شباب.
Who else remembers that unforgettable moment when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was forced to apologize after being caught sneaking a chocolate during a serious Congress meeting?
And I can't help but observing that during the last vote, a number of people were eating in their seats, including the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Canadian Heritage, and the Prime Minister, who appeared to be hiding a bagel in his desk. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister has already stained this place with corruption. He does not need to stain it with mustard as well. Exactly.
That's one embarrassing way to get called out.
Right Honourable Prime Minister, on the same point of order. Order.
Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I apologize. It was a chocolate bar. I apologize. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Here's another moment where politicians were captured fighting on live television. King Charles was left confused after an ASDA agent collapsed right in front of him. These Ukrainian politicians didn't expect a soldier to lose it during his red carpet entrance. A little empathy would have made the whole thing less awkward. Next up, let's take a look at this very shocking moment where two Czech Republic politicians got into a heated fight during a conference.
Než začnu moderovat, vyřídit si jednu zcela soukromou věc. Děkuji.
Apparently, the man who just got struck on camera was none other than the Czech health minister, and the situation was as messy as it sounds. Reports say the altercation erupted after he boldly accused a fellow politician of marrying his wife purely for her wealth. The claim, made in public, was already controversial and humiliating, but things escalated dramatically when the accused decided to settle the matter physically.
Byl předem varován, varoval jsem ho tiskem, je to moje ryzí soukromá záležitost. Zaslouží si to.
It looked like the politician was simply going to walk away and let the shocking moment fade, but then he suddenly turned back. That's when things really got interesting. Instead of retreating, he confronted his rival head-on, sparking a heated scene that had everyone stunned. The tension skyrocketed, making the clash even more unforgettable.
Pane doktore, tady to vyřizovat nebudem. Vy jste mě napadl zbaběle ze zadu. Proč jste se mi nepostavil jako chlap čelem? Vy jste zbabělec.
Let's head over to that shocking moment when a major general suddenly collapsed on live television.
Back to... Hold on a minute. Sir, can somebody help me?
Jim, I got you. I got you. You okay?
Okay, I'm gonna sit.
It took everyone quite a while to respond to the situation.
What happened?
To 60 aircraft in FY21 again.
These Nigerian parliamentarians were barred from the National Assembly and decided to scale the fence to get in by all means. They weren't going to take no for an answer. If that was shocking, take a look at that time this governor fainted while giving a speech.
But despite that awful cost,
Get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, please.
As bad as the last clip was, it's still nowhere close to the moment where this president collapsed on stage. Next, we have the time this Canadian MP passed out right during a Congress proceeding.
And I'm happy to engage him in this debate on this issue. Today, Canada is the only country in the G7 that has a free trade agreement with all G7 countries. Our government, under our Prime Minister and the Minister of International Trade, as diversifying trade, investing in Canadian businesses, making sure that we're creating wealth.
We need assistance for a member.
Thank God someone noticed the situation early enough. Here is the moment two old enemies, Russian and Ukrainian delegates, fought over a flag in a completely embarrassing showdown. This next politician took things to the next level after he pulled out a gun during a fight on live television. As expected, the quarreling got out of hand, and that's when this genius decided to pull out a gun. Next up, these Jordanian politicians completely lost control during a heated televised debate about the Syrian conflict. One openly took the side of a rebel group, while the other firmly defended the Syrian government. The argument quickly escalated beyond words, with both men furiously standing up, shouting, and eventually smashing the interview tables apart. Still on aggressive behavior, check out the embarrassing moment these Greek politicians went completely haywire at an interview. Back to some Donald Trump moments, here's the infamous clip that became one of the most talked about late-night TV highlights.
The answer is yes, but the people in New Hampshire, where I'm going to be in about an hour from now, I hope they're going to understand. You say yes? Go ahead, with my hairspray.
It gets worse. At least everyone got to know his hair was real. Maybe that was worth the embarrassing humiliation. Take a look at this cringe moment where these Pakistani politicians got into a brawl at an interview.
शराफ ये सब अमेरिका के पेट्टू हैं और ये नाज़रीन भुट्टो वापस आई थी अमेरिका के पेट्टू उन्होंने बयान दे के दे बेचारी को एक स्टेप और ऊपर जाना चाहिए हम अमेरिका के इतनी तीन निशान जिया कार्टर शाहजाद हम कहते थे आप लोग वो लोग
As expected, it didn't take long before they started throwing hands.
अमेरिका के पेट्टू बने में
हम एक्चुअली पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजीज के जमीन साहब लोग जो है उनकी भड़वत करते हो जमीन साहब यूसुफ साहब भड़वत करते हो
So much for those leading the nation. Next we have that time George Bush had these Asian delegates holding their breaths after he vomited at a meeting. World War III would have begun in that room if things went south. More chaos in the Nigerian parliament caught on camera.